This set of 4 videos is intended for IBM's Global Training Partners who are tasked with building the lab environment for course TS632G IBM Tivoli Storage Manager for Virtual Environment 7.1. These videos assume that you have already reviewed the lab setup guide document for this course, and you are now ready to view the step-by-step details for building the lab environment. It will take about 90 minutes or so to watch all 4 videos and 8 to 10 hours to build the lab environment. This example was constructed using VMware vCloud Director. If you're using a different virtualization solution, you'll need to make the appropriate adjustments. Let's start by taking a look at the completed lab environment. Each student enrolled in the course will need a set of 3 virtual machines like you see here. Now I'll click the Virtual Machines tab and we can take a closer look at the details for these virtual machines. Let's start with the machine called Center. I can right-click on this and select Properties, and you can view additional details on this machine. We can see that this is a Microsoft Windows Server 2008 machine, and if I click the Hardware tab, we can see that we've got 2 CPUs, 8 gigs of memory, and 2 disk drives, disk 0, which is 40 gigs, and disk 1, which is 8 gigs. And then if we scroll down here, we can take a look at our networking. We can see that we've got 1 NIC card, and it is configured for static IP addressing, and we can see the IP address there. Moving on to the next machine, TSM1. Again, I'll right-click on this icon and select Properties. This machine is also a Windows Server 2008 machine. Again, the Hardware tab will reveal that we've got 2 CPUs, 16 gigs of memory, and we've got 6 hard drives in this machine. Disk 0, which is 128 gigs, and the remaining 5 drives each have 8 gigs. Once again, I'll scroll down and review the networking. Again, we've got 1 NIC card, also using static IP addressing, and again, you can see the IP address here. Now the last machine in our set of 3, vSphere 1, again I'll click Properties. And for this machine we can see that it is a VMware ESXi5X host. Hardware tab reveals that we've got 2 CPUs, 16 gigs of memory, and 2 disk drives, disk 0, which is 32 gigs, and disk 1, which is 8 gigs. And finally, I'll scroll down one more time, and the networking again is static, 1 NIC card, and again you can see the IP address here. So now you have seen an overview of the lab environment that you are going to build.